Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, November 23, 2021. In theory, we should all be kind and consistent with each other, but sometimes you can't try to stop living with others because, despite the pandemic, there are methods for doing so. The moon in its first quarter could keep you alert, because perhaps after you have seen attitudes of distrust in others, you will move away completely. It is a good time for you to pause and reflect on what you want. That is, perhaps you would have felt that you have no control over some emotions that put you in bad energy. Today is a good day for you to choose to have at hand the rulership of the sextile between the Sun and Jupiter, which would have a luminosity. Seek to fulfill what you have promised, so that everything returns multiplied. In that sense, you would be having the energy of the transit of the signs in your favor. From Aquarius to Pisces, therefore you could unexpectedly feel well-being, but for your peace of mind. Therefore, you have to take into account all learning, the one you feel that, with wisdom, it would be making a big difference in your energy. That is why Pisces would favor you today, so that it is not difficult for you to understand that everything is in a good way for you. Do not be filled with negativity if someone close to you uses victimization as a manipulative tool. Now that you would have realized that that person has used that technique before to move your heart, you would gradually walk away. Today is a good time for the moon to fill you with good energy after the bitter drink. It wouldn't be hard for you to think that some people just watch your steps for fun. Although you think that there is not much to see in your walk, there are people who think the opposite. Today the moon would favor you so that you fill yourself with a better vibration than before, making sharp decisions that keep you away from bad ideas. When you have everything against you, it would be better to make things clear for your well-being. Do not exhaust the possibilities of feeling calm, especially having extraordinary things by your side. As much as you think that nothing would be accommodating for you, let food be a healthy option. Start buying spinach, and so you would be feeling that everything feels well quickly. Do not get into complications. It is not necessary to have a strict diet, to feel that only then would you have the health you require. Therefore, it is little by little, the measures that you must take so that everything is put in prosperity and not the opposite. Forget that restriction or discomfort for you. Your nerves may be strained today, and the keyword of your day, if you do not want to be overwhelmed by events, will be Zen. You will need to draw the energy you need to control your emotions from deep within yourself, even if the urge to give in to your impulses may be felt. Resist as best you can so as not to let anger overwhelm you. You will be helped in this direction by the positive influence of Mercury on you, which will make you benefit from its protective aura. Money has suddenly found itself in crisis at a global level. The closest to success would have been to enter on a par with what is sold by the media for the pandemic. But now you have other ideas, which would be causing you to change your perspective. Especially if you have 9 as regent, and that would make everything prosper for you. Remember that cleaning your hands with water and alcohol not only works to sanitize you, but to cleanse your energy. Take care of your money, it does not come in pots, so everything that implies unnecessary expense, you should put aside and make your money multiply. Today the one in Regency directs you towards good fortune, especially if you have a dollar bill with you and place it on the ceiling of your bedroom or where you sleep. Good time for you to put everything in order, especially if you want to make things much more agile for you. The moon could favor you in its first quarter, and no one would distract you at any time. Consider yourself lucky, as you surely have the answers you need to stay sane in love at hand. Remember that no matter how bad experiences have existed, you shouldn't have to deny yourself that privilege. The presence of Mars in your environment indicates that you are in danger of suffering the wrath of your other half. Your fearful nature will not cope well with this sudden storm, the abruptness of which will be equaled only by injustice. Fearfully, you will curl up on yourself when you are expected to react more firmly. Single, you circle a fire that could burn you. Go your way, you will find more comfort with an Aquarius. Love has a good meaning for you today because you are heading towards a good streak of energy. It means that the trine between the moon and Venus would make you feel self-love. Perhaps you may feel that directing love to is irrelevant. when in reality it is the basis to find everything harmonious, even as a couple. You have a good day because suddenly they start to flatter you, even though you didn't know that you did something to deserve it. Today the moon in its crescent quarter would be favoring you, so that without a doubt, you use what is necessary to advance your work success. You can thank the auspicious aspect of Saturn for your recent boost in productivity at work. Indeed, the star which brings concentration, perseverance, and analytical intelligence dominates your professional atmosphere. No problem is too hard for you under these circumstances. Good advice: be smart. Take advantage of the moment to tackle the most grueling tasks on your schedule or get ahead of your upcoming responsibilities. It's peace of mind in store for the future. Good time to stop and think if you want to continue in the job you have, if suddenly your instinct fills you with satisfaction when you think that something independently would be good for you. It is a good time that everything is much more full of your instincts. This is why Pisces would direct you towards a sudden but good change at the end of the day. After a period of disruption, calm seems to return to your family. Indeed, very often, clans are formed among the members of the same siblings. Difficult to remain zen and neutral in the face of the many revelations made by one or the other of the parties. Pragmatic, psychologically armed regarding the aftershocks that could arise, your duty is to put everything away and sort it out among the unspoken. Your goal remains to put everything back in order after the passage of this tsunami. Take care of your affairs before pretending to tell someone else what you could do for your health. There have been times when you feel empowered so that your opinion is the one that is heard. When you contemplate such an issue, you do your best to improve yourself and make your advice work for you. Money should never be a concern for you, so if you let them rule of the number 9 flow, you would know perfectly well that you do not have to fear. It is a good day so you can put a little alcohol on your doors, add a sprig of thyme, so its essence would be concentrated in one day to clean your space. Focus as best as possible on making your money grow, do not put fear in it, and above all contemplate investing as much as possible. 1 as the ruling number would make you start a good project that has prosperity and fortune. The tip of the day is based on changing a pair of shoes. Old people put lime on the inside and calm them one night so that with it the bad energies of your steps go away. Then throw them away and wait for fortune. They may have invented some things regarding how you behave with people, but you should not let the opinion of others be positioned in your energy. You are much more skilled than that. That is why the sextile between the Sun and Neptune would fill you with strength, so that no type of attitude or false like that fill you with anger. In a relationship, since when haven't you taken the time to surprise your partner? Let your naturalness speak. You will find the inspiration that will allow you to go to the front of his desires, or even to satisfy certain fantasies that had never been formulated. Small attention will be greatly appreciated, whatever the field in which you lavish them. Single, you are full of fantasy, don't change anything, and listen to your most unexpected desires. It makes you irresistible.